he banned Judaism, any Jewish people from entering into Judea after that year. And anyway, Jewish Christianity has faded. Original Christians were Jewish Christians. Later on, there was a Gentile
He's still
Christianity.
trying.
Paul moved into the Roman Empire, into different parts. As you know, the Gospel of John is written all the way in Ephesus, which is now known as modern-day Turkey, and he wrote with a high Christology of Jesus about the Logos. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word became flesh. And notice, if Jesus had said that, why doesn't the earliest Gospel say this? The earliest writer, Mark, is not mentioning it. Matthew is not mentioning it. Luke is not mentioning it. A Gospel written, how much? Up to 120 years later, is saying Jesus is Logos. So the estimate of the Gospel.
So
of Jesus. Okay.
now it's my turn. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So Hamza, we're going to talk about the topic that I want to talk about. So everybody here, Hamza tried to do philosophy, and Hamza doesn't know anything. So here's what Hamza did wrong. Hamza has said that supposedly with the person of the Father, you have aseity. And aseity is also an essential quality. Now, just because aseity is an essential quality does then not mean that the Son and the Spirit, who also share equally within the divine essence, also do not have aseity. Simply, what happens here is that aseity is not held by the Son hypostatically, but it is essentially. It's that simple. So Hamza, you can run away, but if you keep getting things wrong, and unfortunately for you, you're not going to be able to actually make your point solid. All you can do is refer to your notes. And the notes that you have aren't actually that useful. You're trying to go against classical theism, but classical theism is the only thing that can defend your God from the fact that he might be very well contingent. Because if he isn't a classical theistic God, if he isn't divinely simple, if he has actual real concrete attributes and actual real concrete hands and feet and appendages, that would then mean that he is composed of things. Effectively, within the classical theistic framework, we hold that God is pure act, pure actualized and realized, and has no potential. But God's creatures have potential and actuality. So, David, if your understanding of God is one where he has actuality or active potency as well as potency or created active potency, that would then mean that effectively your God is just a creature. He's created and he's done the first act.
Is it okay?
That's simple.
Conversation with
He's going to run from you.
Is he?
Yes, he's going to run from you.
Okay.
And if you want, I can give you a timer. He won't last 5 minutes.
It's okay.
But anyway, the point is clear. Hamza's God is composite. He is not the uncreated, actively potent. What he has is the potency of creatures. He has the ability to change. Sahih Muslim tells you that Allah laughs at the person who kills another and they both wind up in heaven. So if Allah laughs, that means that he moves from a state where he is not laughing to a state where he is laughing. Therefore, Allah can change. And a God that can change is a God that is imperfect and a God that isn't the effective first cause of all things. Simple as that. So, worship the actual true God, the actual God who is pure act, act is purest, who has no potential, who knows all things, is all powerful, and is all grand. That is the God of the Bible, not the God of the Quran. Simple as that. I rest my case. Hamza, size 5, you are a coward, and you are unwilling to actually debate somebody who knows what they're talking about. So you think that what you can do is spit some jargon here, jump topics from another topic, and actually have the ability to think you've done something. Absolutely. And I can talk because I am telling the truth, and you can't because you're a liar. Simple as that. So, Salam alaikum, people.